Hello everyone, welcome to part 95 of building a city from scratch. So in this part, what I'm going to do is basically finish work with widening this avenue that you see below. In the last part, if you guys didn't watch or just need a quick refresher, what I did was I widened this road from 4 to 6 lanes towards the downtown area. I should probably put the simulator on pause because I got a no cars out here. And then kind of just did a little bit of realigning work over on this side. I don't know if I actually want to keep this because it is kind of a sharp curve, but it does align it with the original avenue here, so that does work. Maybe an avenue roundabout would work here a little bit better too. I'm really open to a lot of stuff, so that I could go here and then kind of branch out that way. It's just a little difficult because I have this two-lane one-way road here that kind of continues up to the on-ramp there for the vehicles, so to the highway, so I just want to keep that. So that's what I was kind of thinking. I'm going to see if it likes a roundabout, and if maybe I can fit something in there and make it look good. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to give it a shot here. I know this all messes up, and it's a whole bunch of work that I've done that has to be redone, but in the end, I think it's worth it to kind of experiment and see what I like. I think a roundabout will look a lot better than what I had there initially because it was kind of very sharp curve. So I want to find the transition to avenue in kind of the same spot that it was before, right? I think that's about, yeah, that's about right. And then I'll plop a roundabout. It doesn't like me there. Is there? Oh, it's because the slope is messed up. Yeah. So this needs to be raised a bit. Doesn't look too bad, but I think I'm gonna redo this curve just so it knows what it's doing. So make a perfectly flat 4x4 area. And then here, yeah, just kind of... You know what else I could do is I could make it come off diagonally here and line that up. So I'm going to do a whole bunch of new work here. This roundabout opens a world of opportunities that I didn't even consider in the last part. And that's why it's good to sometimes have a break, a refresher or whatever, come back to it and oops. And kind of just put your mind to something that you want to see. I can get this to come up all the way, and then that's actually one tile too much. I think a good placeholder is that I had one tile, right, in the middle. Yeah, I think it's like that. And then plop avenue roundabout. And then just see how this will work out for everybody. So these are the two easy connections. Past here, things are going to get a little crazy. So it could connect that way, or maybe I can have... Maybe I can get away with a small curve here. First thing I want to do is definitely try to make the slopes a little bit nicer here. Come on, you can get along with me. So if I come up this way, I just... Oh, crap. Just want to experiment and see what a smooth curve will look like here. It's going to be a tight fit, but maybe I can get it in. Ah. I gotta do that again. It doesn't like me there. I gotta get rid of this. Just so that helper piece can get in. Replacing a bus stop is very easy. Is that gonna work? It is! I can't believe that. That's amazing. Okay, so before I do that, I'm going to plop this in, hopefully for the last time. Now I don't even know where my markings are anymore. It's just hard to see because it's a 2D preview on a 3D landscape, right? So it's a slope and it doesn't show me everything. So it wants to go that way. That seems about right. So then we'll get that roundabout in. Yep, excellent! I almost want to save it right now, which I think I will, because I don't want to do any of this anymore. Oh, I spoke too soon. This should be fairly easy to fix, though. I just need to fit a starter piece. This is a flat spot, so maybe we'll get that other connection in, then I'll save. I'm going the long way for some reason. But it is fixed up now. That's good. And then, yeah, the last thing here was I can't really get it to go that way. I should also try to slope this out a bit. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Because there's two roads right next to each other, it just takes a second to fix, but okay. I can get away with, like, an avenue kind of coming out the side here, right? So maybe that'll work. These don't align, but that's okay. Remember I put that in as kind of a makeshift connection later. But I think this looks a lot better than what I had before. I wasn't really sure what I was going for last time. Just kind of experimenting and brainstorming and whatever. I gotta rework this entire area anyway, so I may as well kind of go all the way out while I'm at it. Put these in to just help with the slope. With anybody new with the series, there's a couple things I used for the slope. I used a bullet train slope mod for extremely slope tolerant areas. Gives me a nice grade. But for other areas, like when I first started with that, it got red lines. That's because the slope was too steep, so I used the RHW slope mod, which has like a moderate slope allowance. Yep, that looks exactly right. That's what I want. Okay, I'm going to save the game now. What I could also do is maybe build like a little road here that kind of comes out the side. Or another avenue connection, but I don't think I need that. But of course, based on traffic volumes and everything, we'll diagnose that problem, you know, if it comes up. There's no need to do it right now. But I think that looks so much better. The only thing I would like to do on top of that is maybe just put a little slip lane here. Or do that. Maybe I can get like something stuck to that side that goes that way or something. I'll take a look at it. There's no need for a slip lane here because people are going to turn that way, so that's fine. I know it doesn't like me. Give me a sec. Oops. Need to get this attached. Come on. You're really not going to do this for me? Am I really going to have to change to... I don't know what's going on here. Oh, crap! I hit the bulldoze there by accident. Oh, this is sometimes why I'm not even... I don't want to do this again. You're going to see region view very quickly. That's why I just saved the game, right? It shouldn't take too long to load the city back up. Probably would be a lot quicker. But you can see the city here. Just this little bit left is undeveloped. That little strip of land over here. And that's pretty much it. I think there's a little field here or something, but... other than that, it's going to be mostly infill development. One other thing that I did is I moved the power plant so I can get rid of the other one too. I have a power plant over here. I don't really have a need for it anymore. Because I built one over here when I reconstructed this this highway. I kind of did some work with the industrial area. So that's cool. You can kind of see the city for what it is. It's looking pretty good. You can definitely tell where there's different zoning uses, right? Downtown, this is a big clump here. Here's industrial area, here's the airport, right? Park, nice, and a lot of green space around the river and stuff, right? There's the highway. You can definitely make that out from this region view, so that's good. Because, yeah, that's a lot going on there. Oh, you can see my little panel there. Oh, here we go. Right. So what I'm going to do here is get these connections, and then before the turning lanes even get built, that's when I'm going to stick this in. Yeah. And now if I move this out, hopefully it doesn't give me that stupid turning lane bug again. I mean, I like the avenue turning lanes, but not when this happens. This is not good. This doesn't make anybody happy here. This is not what I intended. This is a flex curve. Maybe I have to put in the real deal curve to get it to work. Does that involve... Oh, don't tell me this involves getting rid of that. I don't really want to do that. But I built the flex curve. And this is the regular 45-degree curve. Yeah, it doesn't like me. It wants me to go... Oh. Wait! Look! It's there! And this curve here, as you can see, it gives me a nice tree line median too, so that's cool. And nothing stays. That's good. It all gets fixed, so that's cool. The slope is good. I think there was a little bit of a bump there, so I'll get that bus stop back in while I'm talking about it. So that's fixed up, so that's good. So I would have run into that problem again if I didn't come back from the region save. And does this line up perfectly with that road? That's amazing. So I'll see if the bullet train likes me. Just a little something there, and then keep going that way. Yep, excellent. That way everything lines up. This road was kind of an afterthought, I think. Or I think it was like another connection over here. This was the original road. Yeah. So that's good. I could put, if it really needs it, an avenue branching out this way, diagonally. But I've already kind of developed this area out, and it just look a little weird and wonky, but... I mean, it definitely is an option. This doesn't gyrate out too much. So, yeah, that's cool. I just can't put any turn lanes here again, right? Everything is going to get flooded on the avenue, so to the roundabout. So hopefully this won't be a huge traffic nightmare. But everything kind of funneled in this area anyway. So at least it's spread out over a 4x4 tile rather than just a little intersection. But that's cool. I like how that's been fixed. And this gives me a little bit more room to play with over here, so that's cool too. All these zones will be facing a little differently. I think I'll need to rezone this because this is like where the trees were and everything, and this is where the curb was, so that'll need to be rezoned. So I'm basically going to be in... Oops, that's not... I'm basically going to be in rezone mode right now. Do I need another crossroad here? Maybe this can come up and take a little stress out of that road. I wonder how it'll like me. Ah, it looks me... That's pretty good. But this would be one way, right? Because there's really no need for any cars to go this way, right? If you're going this way, you're just going to have to make a U-ey and come back on this roundabout, right? So it doesn't really do much. You could argue that I could just go like this, but then traffic can't exit the roundabout unless I make like a full intersection here, which it doesn't even want me to do. Unsuitable grade because it's sloped there. So I think that's good. Definitely is good. And then just do a little bit of zoning work here. This is just a 4x4 space, so... go for whatever here. Just trying to figure out what the best zoning pattern would be. Probably something like that? No, not quite like that. Just so I get every tile filled up as much as I can. If I get rid of this, what does it look like? Yeah, it's right on the edge, so that's fine. There's some spots on it that you can kind of work around with. That's like in the very edge of the tile. I probably want like some kind of subway stop here, so I think that's good. Maybe just put a bus stop here. And then this will need to be reworked a little bit. Maybe work on the slopes here a little bit too. Just a little bit. Oh, that was a little too much. It kind of bumped up that road there. And these trees don't have to be here either, so I can kind of fix that up. Yeah, that fixes that. So that's nice and good. Maybe another bus stop here. I don't know if I need subways. I don't think I demolished a whole lot. No, wait, there were some multimodal transfer stations that I did delete, so I will keep that in mind. And then here, I'm going to need to do a whole lot of work. I had that big police station here, I remember, so let me get that back in. This was like one of the first buildings I ever plopped in this video series. I have like a whole new block here to use. This could go right up to the edge, and then maybe I can do some work here with a park or something? Or I can move this down here and then zone up there. Interesting. A lot of possibilities here. I like it there. Oh, I can put it that way too. Or I can make like a side street that comes down and curves. But that'll be too close here because there's traffic lights, and I can't really continue that because it's on a slope. So I really don't want any more. I could put a road through, but I like this big chunk of land, so no. Okay, what I'll do is just kind of plop that there. Doesn't like the slope very well. Maybe I'll rotate it. That's better, right? It wants a complete... Look at the way the cars are parked there. I remember this thing. It's just kind of finicky. It wants a completely flat area, so I'm going to flatten this out. And then cheat a little bit with just dragging avenue because it gives me 2 tiles to flat. I could also just use the level train tool, but I don't want to get too... I don't want to... That can damage other areas. That could make this thing mess up or that go away. So this is a precise way to do it. So when I plop here, that's where the lot is. So it's going to go that way. That looks better, right? Here it's a little wonky, but I mean it's the entrance and stuff, so that's okay. But here at least the parking lot's flat, and then I can maybe put some foresting here, and yeah, it'll be all good. And here's some more stuff I can do some work with. I can get a couple cool 4x4s there. I could put a little bit of zoning here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And then just have a nice forested area in the back. Kind of what was there before, right? Because remember that there was forest before? That way it doesn't look like I'm a crazy guy who's just demolishing all kinds of stuff. I could also put the transit station here, too. Okay, why don't I do that? Just before I get going anymore, I'm going to go to partial underground view and do some subway work. So where is that station that I like? That's the one here. So I'm going to get that station back. It's going to go there, and then maybe I can get one back in this way. So if I put that one there, that's kind of where it was before. There is a subway station there. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, for 5 tiles, so I can get one in here too. That's probably a good call. Okay. So I did have 2 main stations here before, so I got them back. I could put something over here. I think I will. That means everything's all good. So I'll have to do a little bit of rezoning work there. Over here, I don't know how it's going to play out because I got to put in new buildings. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure. This area all clear, all clear. Here I've got 2 tiles of free space, so I can do this and maybe put like a ped mall in. That seems like a good idea. I gotta put in turn lanes here too before I forget, because I got the room for it. And then down here, yeah, I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna play out, so I will yield down to there. There's a subway station here, and I think there's one over here, so I mean there are some other areas that can be used for it in the meantime. And of course, yeah, this looks a little weird. I explained it in the last part, because there's a road on this side and this turns one way, so if I was to make this a one-way road intersection, nobody could turn this way. Nobody could go in that direction. So that's kind of why it's like that. I'm just waiting for the subway view to load up. It's always kind of slow. I could pick out subway stops as well, but I don't know where things are going to go at this point, so I think I'll just go to subway. Not even subway. I think I'm just going to go back to the ground view and work on the subway work later when I put the rest of the stations in. So anything, just click public parking garage and it'll come back to the ground view whenever it feels like it, of course. This is the one thing that slows my work down the most. I would say this is even worse than crashing, because crashing happens randomly and my game loads pretty fast and I do save often, but this load just to partial underground view and then back to ground view, or all the way to underground view, it just takes so long. Especially when cities get this big and this dense and this complicated and whatever. It's just there's a lot of stuff going on. The game has to basically create a barrier with, right? Because it's partial above ground and partial below ground. Nobody likes big parking garages downtown, so I just selected that to get back to the ground view. So I'm just going to come back up here, finish my zoning work, and then work towards the downtown area. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this series. I know it's been some time since I've been doing some parts. There's been like a bit of a wait, but life gets busy. Good things come to those who wait. Really, I can't put anything in there? That's kind of just that little thing right there, and I can't get anything. Ah, that's a bit of a bummer. I might put some signs in here or something, so I'll kind of get that fixed up. And then here, maybe just something like that. Maybe make that residential. Then here, yeah, nice kind of area like that. Maybe put a sign in here too. Something like that. Something like that. Maybe not the arrow point. Oops, crap! Well, it looks like that was a good idea. This building was facing this way, so it would have got a no car zone as soon as I ran the simulation. So that was a good mistake. I might have a few others like that too, because I did change the orientation of some roads a bit. Yeah, that's a better sign to put in. Yeah, okay. And then this one... Sure, it just tells you to go straight if you want to go this way, and that way if you want to go that way. I don't know. I'm not really that picky. And this one I could do a 2-tile overhang. I think I've got one of those somewhere in the RHW sign things. Let's see how that looks. It's kind of moved over a bit. But it's the only way I can get a sign to fit there. Here, the sign would be too close. I mean, too far away that way. And then up here, I couldn't get one, and yeah, it just wouldn't work. And while I'm at it, there's a diagonal sign for the RHW I can put over here. So I'll do that. Yeah, that's the one. Sure. So yeah, it looks a little weird, but whatever. I'm sure it'll look fine once there's development and stuff. I can be picky on some things, but other things I'll let them slide and basically see how they look after everything else has been put in. And then here, yeah, just a lot of force parks. Maybe I can put in some playgrounds or something. Let's see what I got. Maybe put in the planets again. There's, whenever you got something to do, you can always put these things in. Maybe put in Venus or something. Yeah. That's a little tacky. I think I'll just put in forest parks. Sandstone Plaza, this is something new that I downloaded as well. This could find a good home in the downtown area when I'm working with that. It matches the sidewalks downtown, so it won't look as weird. So that's some good infill there. And one there, why not? So yeah, I've got this entire side rezoned, redeveloped, and ready to go. So I'm going to give the game a save. Well, before I do that, one more sign here. Just telling them what, right, I don't know, whatever they want to see. I think I've got one that says, like, go this way or that way. That's the one I'm looking at. Okay, giving the game another save, and I'm going to work to the south now. Towards downtown. Almost half. I spent 27 minutes doing that. A lot of rework to do though, so I mean it's all worth it in the end. You can save now. I think it looks a lot better than what it was before, and it will move traffic, hopefully better, along as well. It's a project that I wanted to do, and so I did it! Really not much more to say than that. Okay, so just coming around this way, I'll have to work with, here I had the sound wall kind of in place. I guess I could move this up a tile and put the sound wall in, but it's really not that needed. Yeah, I think it's fine. So here I'll put in the sign stuff again, and something here saying go that way. Because I've already got enough stuff over here anyway. And if it'll let me get away with it, maybe I can put a nice little lane ending sign here. Just require a flat tile there, and it just kind of adds a little bit to it. And I don't think it'll be blocked by any development either. But will the wall overlap with it? No, just barely. So that's what I was going for. Because the lane does end there. So that looks cool. Yeah, that's good. And then on this side, yeah, it's mostly going to be... Oops. Not that. Here, I don't have any lanes ending anymore, so that's good. I guess I do over here, but, I mean, I can get that worked out. Oh, I forgot to do this. Well, this is a big, bit of a concern here. Let's get that in for the meantime. Yeah, I couldn't do this, but no one's going to notice that there. I mean, fillers, diagonal, MIS at ground level. Yep. Just kind of get that in that way. That's good. Okay, excellent. So now everything's connected. I guess I must have missed that. I don't think anyone's going to see it, but I may as well put in the lane joining thing. This one here. And then, yeah, just decorate the rest with what I normally do for highways. I don't think I need any more lights. It should be plenty bright enough, especially with all the nearby buildings. And this can be all Forest Park. And then it's just randomly slowing down on me for a second. Don't really need any sound walls there, and then the rest can be kind of Forest Parks. I guess I didn't really put any signs here either, but again, there's not really a whole lot of signs that's for these like double splits. There weren't really a lot that exist. What am I going for? Forest Park. I love these things. I used to use like big pine trees, and they just took up a lot of space, but these are nice. And they blend in with the open grass area texture, which I'm more or less in love with, because I've used it so many times. I'm actually curious. Why is my education so low? That's obviously a bug. I'm sure as soon as I start things up, it'll change a bit. That's funny. Okay. Was it like that before I saved back to the... I don't even remember. Because I quit without save and then came back. So I think I had one London Place here, so I'm going to find that building again and plop it there while I'm still thinking about it. Yep, that's the same building, although I can't really see that sign or anything. Maybe if I rotate it, it'll look nice. Kind of that way, maybe? No, whatever I do, it's just kind of a big blob. Okay, we'll just keep it the normal way then. Can't really see that sign, but you can still see the one behind it in decent detail. If I rotate it, maybe are you able to see a bit more? Actually, a bit less. Okay. Well, whatever. I still like it, so it's going in there. And then here, yeah, I gotta put the highway wall back in. I'll be quick. I'll put in the ×4. And it runs exactly to where I want, so yeah, that's good. So I got room here for more 3x-something buildings. Here are 4x-something. Here's a big cluster I need to fill in. But before I get to that, there was something I was going to look in the graphs view, right? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, open grass area. So we go to the budget panel, we go to beautification, and we kind of just find... No, I don't think it's there. Is it city budget? What's the one that tells me that what I have? I think this is it. Why is education funding so low? That might explain why things are crazy. Increase funding, why not? I haven't done my tax work in a while. This is all good. I don't really need any neighbor deals. This just goes through everything that I've plopped. Oh, here it is, Parks and Recreation. So I've almost got 2,000 forest parks. Probably will by the end of the series. And open grass area. Yeah, 2,300. So I actually got a lot more forest parks than I thought. They're actually close to one another. Interestingly enough. Okay. Anyways, back here. Now that I got all this fixed up, I think I'm going to give it another save, and then I'm going to start plopping stuff. Hopefully the save won't take too long. Hopefully everyone's keeping warm if you're in a cold climate. It's funny winter this year, I'm sure everybody knows. North America, much of the continent is below normal, and in Europe, everything is above normal. So people are like, global warming's fake in North America. And you go over to Europe and people are like, it's all too real because everything's way too warm. But that's just weather and climate, right? Got to minus 40 where I am. That's where the two, if you didn't know this, this is where the two measurement systems meet, Fahrenheit and Celsius. So when I say minus 40, I don't need to really say what measurement system I'm using, because minus 40 is minus 40. It's where they meet. Also, I could just say, you know, the freezing mark, and everybody would know what that means too, because it's either 0 or 32 Fahrenheit. So these sandstone plazas, they're like the regular plazas except sandstone. I don't know. Maybe I'll plop one. But I want to see what else I can get in here first. I think I had this building somewhere which I demolished. So maybe I can get it to find a home somewhere. Can it go the other way? No, it would require a lot of rework, so I'll say no to that. I'm fine with zoning and putting in some more residential space too. Did I get one of these things in? I think I did by the airport. But it's a 3 by something building, so maybe it'll find a good home here. Looks a bit like a cheese grater. Does that look okay? Maybe I can put it over here. Yeah, that looks cool. That almost looks like it's a part of this building, like bunched together. So I got another 3 by 3 space there to fill. I like that. That's cool. If anybody wants to know what it's called the Yokuso building from Tokyo. What other things do I have? Now, if I move one other place over here, maybe I can put a nice plaza on the other side. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll use this as an excuse to put in one of the large plaza sandstone things. Gives me a bit more public space. That's kind of cool. Alright, I like it. That's the building I got right there, so I know where I am in the landmarks menu. Just gonna be playing around, see what I can find, if anything. I've already got this guy somewhere downtown, so I don't need it again. This is a nice building. I think I've got these elsewhere, but it's just a nice building that I'd like to see again. Here, maybe I'll put a little side street. That's kind of nice. I talked about putting plazas, but the side street works too. No real fit for it that I like. There's still plenty more to do. I think I've got this guy somewhere by the highway, so I'm gonna scroll through some more and see if I like anything. This is where Die Hard was filmed. I think I talked about that earlier. Do I have this anywhere else? I don't think so. I must have demolished it or done something to it to get rid of it. There's a good fit. I should do the turning lanes as well while I'm before I clutter this whole area. And this thing gives me some sidewalks, so that sucks. I mean, like street entrances. Not a good fit for it there. So you can go that way, right? Yeah, you can go that way. So here I'm going to do the turning lanes now. And I can't see anything. As long as I can see enough, though. I don't know if I plopped anything here. I think it's good now. Yep, okay, I can see it. If I go to partials view, I can't really see too much. Now this zone here, yeah, that messes me up. Maybe I will put a string of plazas here because I got to put in the turn lanes. And then here, yeah, I just need to be a little careful. Something doesn't like me because the game froze for a sec. Okay, that's good. Don't worry about the intersection itself. And then on this side, I can see everything just fine. So that's good. And then, yeah, I gotta do the intersection itself, of course. Just kind of scroll until I find it. Make sure that it's four-way. Looks like everything's connected. I'm sure I'll find out when I see no traffic use anywhere. I could put something here, but it's really not a big deal. And then, let's see. Maybe one by one things here, that's fine. Let's see what else I got. This is a big, bulky building, but it might work. On the edge there. Yeah, I kind of like it. Let's get rid of this. I can find something else. I'm sure I've got it somewhere else in the city. Maybe I'll put another plaza here. That'll look good. A lot more open space in this area. But that's not a bad thing at all. If anything, I needed some more open space. Like, this is where, like, you could have a lot of concerts and festivals and stuff held. Kind of close down the road for things like that. But back to business here as I kind of get this area done. What's this? It's kind of like a mall thing. Let's see. I did have to demolish Madison Square Gardens because it couldn't fit, so gotta say bye to that. I'm fine with zoning this too. I need more residential here, so anything that doesn't fit, I will zone so I can get everything to kind of fit how I want. Do I have these? I think I have this somewhere else. Maybe I did, but then I did like this road reconstruction project and I didn't. Because the thing is, it'll fit perfectly here. Alright. Say bye to the plaza. And hello to the new new building. It just fits so nicely that I couldn't say no. Yeah, these are big plazas here. Made by Blam. Yeah, they're all too big though. I think they come with their own side streets, so you could like integrate them if you really felt like it. Need to find something that fits here, or at least half of the area. It's 5 by something. Let's see. This is nice. I don't know if I have this anywhere else. Some kind of Mexican thing, because there's a nice Mexican flag. It is called Auditorio National. Okay, so it's an auditorium. That's good. Concert hall. Every big city wants a nice concert hall. What else have I got to put? Our game's slowing down a bit. I think I should save soon. I'm always afraid of a crash. It's a little too big. Maybe because I'm zoomed out so much. If I zoom in a bit, maybe that'll help me out a little bit. I got rid of the marina, yeah, so I should get this building back in. This one looks superb at night, so I'll get this guy back in. Maybe I'll build one of those big subway things over here too. So I'll get this thing back in. Yeah, that's a good idea. Looks nice there. Not too tall. It is very tall, let me tell you, but let's see if there's anything else. This is getting to be a long part. But I want to get this complete, and I'm determined to do it. So, the clock's running. I think I had this guy somewhere, but I decided to get rid of it. But that looks nice, too. Just too bad it doesn't really fit. Fits nicely there, but I need an extra tile. Hang on. It's good here, but I need an extra tile. Maybe I can turn that into some plazas and then their bus stop area. That'll look good. I like that. So I just have that little line to work with. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this can be some nice plaza area. Yeah, so that's good. This is a big complex. I built it on the other side. That's that big 11 by 10 area that I needed in like part like 5, 6, 7, something like that. Don't worry, I remember all those little parts in the back in the beginning. They're not little. They took a lot of planning, a lot of stress to get basically the road set up and everything. That was starting from complete scratch, right? And I've built on everything since. And you got to start from scratch, especially for a series like this that's titled "Building a City from Scratch." I already got this thing somewhere. These are nice. A little too big here. Just one sec. I'm gonna go over to this area and maybe find a little home for him over here. I know these slopes are horrid, but as you can see, the area is undeveloped. I wonder if I can find a good home for these guys. They don't really need to go anywhere, but I like them. They're nice. It's just nice. You're gonna go there. And maybe I'll tweak it a little bit later on. This is a narrow thing. It's a very tall building. I don't think I've ever used this thing. I'll put it here, and then I can put like a subway stop or something on the other side. That's cool. I don't even know what this building is. Roundtable Towers. I've never used that. And then below there, I can get a subway station and a 4-tile thing too. So that's cool. I'm just gonna scroll up to see if I can find bus stop. So almost done. Just have this area left, really. And then yeah, this is gonna be the another transit hub. It's a nice fit here. I don't really like the design of this tower, but nah. I get just a little too out there, especially for the style of city that I'm going for. I'm not really going for any particular mode of architecture, or else it would be a good fit. I already have the library tower somewhere. Did I get rid of this thing? Or is that still here? What happened to the Shanghai World Financial Center? It looks beat up. It looks like a bomb hit it or something. Looks like it just got abandoned. Maybe I'll have to replot that. I'm sure I'll scroll to it soon. If I'm not, I already passed it. I had the Taipei Tower, but I did demolish it to make room for development here. I'm sure someone's very mad, because I recall someone saying, I want Taipei 101, and I plopped the Taipei Light, and he wasn't very happy. I don't know if I actually have the full Taipei 101. This is a good fit. Kind of masks the other building behind it. This one's from Montreal. No, it's... yeah, I think it's from Montreal. It's a high-tech industrial building. I've got these everywhere, but they're nice. The Young Library. That's a good fit. This was one of the very first big buildings in Hong Kong when it revitalized. Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank. Looks good there. Maybe I'll rotate it the other way just so it doesn't take up as much. It looks better in this perspective. No, 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 not that way. The other way. I guess it's even higher that way. No, no, I want like the lower part to face that way. Yeah, like that. That way it's kind of scaled a bit. Anyway, it's getting too picky. But I like how this is turning out. Not a whole lot of space left here. I can just zone this. But, I mean, it's coming. Jungled Financial. I like that. Jungled, right? Like, jungle. I've already got that one nearby. This is like the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Do I have a casino in the city? Maybe I can find a spot for it without thinking too much. I think I have like a small casino on the other side, but just kind of experimenting a bit. This power plant can go away. I've got it built elsewhere. You guys want to see a casino? I think I've got this, and I think it's called Treasure Island downloaded. Not too much left to work with here. I might just zone the rest, but I'll look quickly, see if I can find something else that I like. Oh yeah, that Zelda shrine. People got mad that I got rid of that too. Nah, I think I'm gonna call it. I'll plop the Shanghai World Financial Center back in. Hopefully it won't go abandoned this time. One Detroit's... Oh, that's nice. I really like this building too. One Detroit Center. I think it's actually one of the newer buildings that have come out. So if you search the STEX, it's one of the newest buildings in Detroit. And it just came out on the STEX not long ago. And just like that, I've got everything filled. So to end the... to close this out, I'm just going to do a little bit of work with the subways again. Hopefully it won't take super long, but... It's easier said than done, really. So the two big stations, I have one there, and then the other one was kind of somewhere. I can't really see. That was it. So I got that, just have to painfully wait for another selection to come. Plop that small subway stop and maybe another one somewhere, and then connect it all up with subway, and then I'll call it a part. But come on, you can load a little bit faster than this, can't you? I just want to switch to another form of subway stop. I can't really argue with it. Luckily, I don't think I'll be doing subway work anymore, other than one more time to basically connect that last part of my my city that hasn't been developed yet. So I'll kind of do that all in one swoop. That's what I'm planning to do anyway. This shouldn't take too long to load. Like, the view is already loaded, but I'm just selecting a different station. But it's still got to go in and out of its little phase here. So yeah. Once this is done and I come back, it should be a walk in the park to get the rest of the stuff done. So if you want to tune up the part now, I'm just going to be doing some subway work. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Let's get back for part 96. But I got all this road widening done. That needs to be read here. I didn't really see that. Maybe I'll get that done too. The little things that you see when you do this. So does this stuff need to be fixed in, filled in too? There's like a spot there I can get in. I'm just going to look up here to see if there's anything else I can get in here. Maybe that's a good spot for something because that looks really busy. Here, why not put a subway stop somewhere? Since I have it selected. Actually, it looks okay. Maybe right here. There's a stop there, but whatever. Okay. That's going a little too crazy. So now it's just going to load back to the ground view, and I'm going to select underground view and fix all that stuff up. And hopefully the game won't crash on me by the time that's all done. Because that would suck. Oh, hurry up. The slopes here are a little bad, but I'm not going to go to the trouble of fixing that up. Oh, come on! Hurry up! There we go. Pick subway, and now it's going to load up again. And then this is the last time. When this is done, I can breathe a nice sigh of relief. But until then, I just kind of have to sit here and hope my game doesn't crash. I'm very surprised how much time has went by. This is an hour in. But I was committed to getting these things done, right? So now that this is here, I gotta make sure that I don't miss anything. Because it's gonna suck to redo and all this stuff. That's connected. This is a new stop. Is that everything? I don't want to zoom out and crash the game. Maybe build some relief lines while I'm at it. Looks like it. Okay. Okay. Gotta zoom all the way down, and it should load pretty quick. Yeah, okay, good. So there's just like a little bit of infill that I had to do back here. I guess it was like a 3x something here, and I didn't get a spot in. So that's done now, and then over here I had a road curve. Nobody can see it, that's why. This was never fixed. Well, guess what? I'm here, and it's gonna get fixed now. I just gotta make sure I don't screw this up. Last thing I want to do right now is crash the game. Vibrate these curves. Excellent. A little bumpy, but I'm not going to complain too much because it's all done. You can't even see it from any angles. Okay, I'll call it there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you back for part 96 of building a city from scratch. Have a good one.